Hi, I'm David Michonski, and welcome to Quigler. Quigler is the real estate brokerage industry's first and only compliance checklist application. It keeps agents and consumers compliant with federal and state law during the transaction process. We know that all financial institutions have tremendous internal compliance systems, yet real estate brokerage has none, even though we handle one of the largest financial transactions for most consumers, the purchase or sale of their home. Accordingly, Quigler solves this and 4 additional problems. First, the industry has no way of keeping its 1.3 million independent contractor agents compliant with federal and state law and the industry's own code of ethics. Yet, broker owners are liable for those independent contractors and can lose their license to operate when they are not compliant. Second, the real estate transaction gets more complex every year with an overlay of ever-changing federal and state laws. For example, California's licensing law is now 842 pages of legalese, resulting in large numbers of lawsuits against California real estate agents and a very high cost for errors and omissions insurance. That cost runs 10 times more than the state of Connecticut for an agent. Third, one of the biggest consumer complaints about agents is lack of communication. That's because 93% of consumers say they want an agent who is responsive, and 86% say they highly value good communication from their agent. The fourth problem was best identified by the National Association of Realtors in a report titled The Danger Report. It said that the industry suffers from hordes of untrained, unethical, and unresponsive agents, and the bar needs to be raised. But traditional training can't do it, because within 30 days of such training, more than 90% of what was taught is lost. Quigler solves all those problems and many more. Here's how the app works. We've extracted from federal and state law what consumers and agents are required to do. We then organize those requirements into an easy-to-follow workflow of sequential steps, usually about 8 to 10 per transaction. Under each step, we list the specific required action. Each has been simplified into a yes or no question. Did you do this or did you do that? When an agent or a consumer does a required action, the consumer gets an instant text or email notification, time-stamped and dated, telling them what was done, creating a running record. As a result, agents and consumers are never left in the dark. Everyone knows exactly what must be done, when it must be done, why it must be done, and what remains to be done. In effect, we've taken the classroom and conveniently inserted it into every step of the real estate transaction, while at the same time taking those requirements and putting them into the palm of consumer and agents' hands 24/7. In selling compliance, Quigler is selling something that is required by every consumer, every broker owner, and every agent. Our market is 1.3 million realtors. The National Association of Realtors has now become our partner through its Second Century Ventures Reach Accelerator and invested in our private placement. Over the next 3 years, we project that we can capture 20% of NAR's agents and generate over $40 million of revenue. Longer term, we see 1 million users, or about 85% of the total membership, that can generate over $300 million a year of revenue. Quigler's market is not limited to just the U.S. It can be used in the 90-plus countries that have adopted NAR's Code of Ethics and now must enforce it. Quigler is free to the 15 million consumers who try to buy and sell every year, and to the 20 million plus renters who try to rent. As consumer traffic grows, we're going to develop a second revenue stream, which is advertising, because we can do something better than either Google or Facebook. That's because we will know exactly at what point in the real estate transaction a consumer needs a lawyer, a mover, a title company, or some other advertiser, and we can give advertisers pinpoint accuracy as to exactly when that consumer needs their product. Finally, Quigler's market extends beyond the real estate brokerage industry. We can use our compliance technology to implement virtually any industry's best practices. Here in GUST, you'll find a complete and detailed financial pro forma, as well as a cap table and our private placement offering memorandum. So check us out and give me a call so we can get together and explore the exciting investment opportunity that Quigler represents. Thanks for listening. I'm David Michonski.